Everybody's heard of the idea of the sexual marketplace, right? This is pretty common. Taking some basic ideas and vocabulary from sales, marketing, and economics, and then bringing them into sex and relationships and dating. Some of them are applicable, some not so much. In this video, we'll go over why the sexual marketplace metaphor is the dumbest metaphor you could ever use to try and make sense of the romantic landscape. We'll also understand why the sexual marketplace metaphor is very compelling from a cognitive dissonance standpoint. First, what is a marketplace? A place where people buy and sell stuff. These have been around since the dawn of time. You produce or make something, you take it down to the marketplace, and then you sell it. The goods you can buy and sell down at the marketplace are pretty uniform. If some joker tried to sell bags of corn that were really half corn and half dirt, he'd go out of business in a hurry. So when you see some corn, you know you are going to get some corn. Another thing that is more or less true at the marketplace and has been since the dawn of time is the currency used. All the places selling stuff accept the same currency. You just pay different amounts for different stuff. So these are the two basic requirements for a regular non-sexual marketplace. The stuff you are buying is obvious. What you see is what you get. What you're paying for that stuff is always clear and known ahead of time. Now, what about the sexual marketplace? Well, for one, what you see is not what you get. Unless all you want to do is hit it and quit it, the personality of both people involved are two hugely important variables. According to the Knot 2021 Engagement and Jewelry Study, the average relationship length before getting married is about 2 years. This means people who get married take 2 full years to know each other well enough to decide if they want to get married. What if you spent 2 years haggling down at the marketplace for a sack of bananas? You'd starve to death, that's what. So what we are getting from a potential relationship partner is not at all clear. Times change, people change, things happen. Nobody knows what is going to happen in the future. People change goals and slowly drift apart. What if you bought a sack of bananas down at the marketplace and 2 days later they turn into a sack of flour? Another fallacy that keeps the sexual marketplace metaphor alive is what we have to offer is the same to everybody. If you're at the regular marketplace and you've got $10, that $10 is $10 to everybody. $10 worth of bananas, $10 worth of bacon, $10 worth of shoe repair. But what you have to offer others within the context of a romantic relationship is valued differently by everybody you offer it to. If you are a Republican Christian statistician, you might be an absolute dream come true to some people, but a nightmare to others. What if your $10 down at the marketplace had such a hit and miss success rate? So right off the bat, with these two basic ideas, the idea of a sexual marketplace doesn't really make any sense. What you have to offer is different to everybody. What you hope to get in exchange for that is something you won't truly know for a while. And this doesn't even begin to address the idea about whether or not you know what you want out of a relationship. Not a lot of people have a lot of criteria when it comes to sorting for and qualifying a potential relationship partner. Who you are will be perceived differently by everybody you interact with. How they value you will change how they interact with you, so the way they present themselves to you will be different than how they present themselves to others. If they really like you, they'll tend to be really nice to you. If they think you are average or uninteresting, that will change how they present themselves to you. Beyond physical appearances, one description of people who hit it off is that they click with one another. This goes far beyond checking off requirements off a laundry list. This goes far beyond the kind of things we'd like to have in common with each other. This goes deeper into the overlapping similarities within your personalities, how you communicate, how you see the world, how you feel about yourself with respect to your future, your current level of self-esteem and self-confidence, and your belief in yourself. These are all variables that change and are always in flux. So you can sort of see why the metaphor of a sexual marketplace is really a very poorly constructed metaphor. There is nothing marketplace about interacting with other humans in the world and looking for somebody to click with. So why do we love this metaphor so much? As we alluded to earlier, it helps us to avoid thinking in terms of putting ourselves out there emotionally. To truly meet somebody and click with somebody, you have to be at least a little bit vulnerable. You have to be willing to let them know the real you, and you have to be willing to explore the real them. Putting it in the abstract and objective terms of a marketplace where your value and their value is static and therefore doesn't require any emotional risk makes it seem much more comforting. It doesn't require that you accept the harsh truth that value is always in the eyes of the other person. If you really like somebody, but they don't like you back, no amount of sexual marketplace metaphorical flim-flam is going to change that. This is a very hard thing to accept. So what's the answer? It's simple, really. Instead of relying on artificially objective ideas in the non-existent sexual marketplace, get in the game and mingle. Meet people. Talk to people. Build an intuition of the kind of people that are out there. Eventually, you'll find some people that you like and like you. You'll build a personal intuition of your type. You'll build a personal intuition of the type of people that like you. Then it's just a matter of sorting through all the people that like you to find the best one according to your own personal subjective criteria. And realize that once you do find them, that's just the beginning. Every day forward, both you and they will change. This will no longer be two people exchanging some mysterious currency at the sexual marketplace. You will have joined together into one evolving, changing, and growing organic entity. This may sound scary, this may sound intimidating, but don't worry. Humans have been doing this kind of thing since the dawn of time. This strategy is built into your DNA. So ditch goofy metaphors that are keeping you on the sidelines and get in the game. Somebody out there is waiting for somebody just like you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. For more information, please visit mindpersuasion.com.